Hi guys, a very important video for CA Inter Jan students. Okay, you are typically left with 40 days time here because it's already 12th November. Almost you are having, maybe you may say according to you 50 days time, but technically speaking, you hardly can work 40 days or worst case 42 days. Assuming every day you can study for 12 hours on an optimistic note, you have 480 hours of dedicated time, and from hereafter every day that you're wasting, you're literally risking your exams. I know there are many doubts that are there in your mind. Is the time sufficient? Honestly, I'm telling you, yes, the time is sufficient for one group. For one group, the time is absolutely sufficient. Now, immediately, some students, sir, I want to write both the groups and clear at any cost in January both the groups. So what should I do? Don't worry at all. You first take up one group, revise that group, prepare, revise in depth that particular group, get command on that. Once you get command on that, then start the other group. Now, well before that, I will show you something called 3/4 strategy, and I hope many of you are aware of this. One of the powerful strategy, no matter how tough the paper comes, no matter how odd the paper comes, it doesn't matter how hard the paper will be, you will be able to attempt minimum 80 marks in that paper. It doesn't matter whether the paper comes super hard, extreme hard, historical, in the history itself the toughest paper, doesn't matter. You will be able to attempt minimum 80 marks in that paper. Minimum 80 marks you can attempt in that paper. That's the power of 3/4 strategy. Okay, I'll be explaining you what exactly the 3/4 strategy, all that. But before that, remember, these are the days left, and honestly, I don't know how many of you are still not feeling to study. Like some students are saying, sir, I'm not getting that feel to study, so I'm losing interest immediately. I'm scrolling Instagram reels, like, I'm just addicted to it. Think of your parents, think of your mother and father who is hoping that you will clear in the coming January. They lost already. They felt very bad, they felt very like humiliated in the recent September result. Like when you failed, they have to face every society, everybody around them, right? Because in spite everybody around them are telling that don't join in CA, they joined you in the CA. And what are you doing now? You're just chilling here, not studying much. Those of you who are actually doing this, to them this applies, not a person who really studying. Don't take offensive, okay? Just understand what I'm trying to tell. So your Jan exams are there and you're not feeling to study. That's purely an excuse. So kindly stop excusing all this. You have time, enough time is there, you have the target. What is stopping you from studying? Just motivate yourself, push yourself. Nobody will push you, nobody will, no matter whatever external motivation is, if you don't feel motivated, you know what, when you will feel motivated to study more, first you study. Next 3 days, at least next 3 days, daily, promise below that next 3 days you will study well, like 8 hours to 10 hours at least you study well productively next 3 days. You do that, fourth day you automatically study, and the moment you study fourth day, the same momentum will continue up to 10th day. That is the power of discipline. You do anything consistently for 3 to 4 days first initially, it automatically pushes you to do the same for the next day also. So that's the power of discipline. You feel motivated by working more. Don't expect motivation to work more. Work more, automatically you will feel motivated. Fine. Now let's look at what exactly the 3/4 strategy is all about. I'll show you group 1 for example. So group 1 3/4 strategy file. Sir, first of all, where can I download this particular file? You can download this file in our website srestha4cacma.com. In the free resources you can download. And you know what, in the recent September exams, from accounting subject, 102 marks came from 3/4 strategy, 1 or 2 marks. Historically, you take right from May 24 exams onwards, in accounts paper, minimum 90 plus marks you will find only from 3/4 strategy. And law, in the recent so-called very tough paper, 79 marks came. Getting it? Generally, on an average, if you take from May 24 exams onwards, from law, you will at least get 92 to 94 marks minimum. But even in the recent historically toughest paper, yes or no? Like it was toughest paper in the history. In spite of that, 79 marks weightage came from 3/4 strategy. A student can comfortably attempt 79 marks. And coming to tax, okay, tax and GST, 94 marks approximately came from 3/4 strategy. Whereas in group 2, costing, 92 marks came, and we also uploaded some 1.5 hour video. Total put together 1 or 2 marks came from 3/4 strategy plus costing theory. Then auditing, as I already told, 92 plus came from 3/4 strategy, and FM and SM put together 85 plus marks came from 3/4 strategy. Any attempt you take from this particular strategy, what I'm going to tell, you will find minimum 80-85 plus marks at any cost, irrespective of the attempt, irrespective of toughness. On an average, if you take for all the 6 subjects or all the 3 subjects in a particular group, you take 90 plus is assured. That's the power of 3/4 strategy. Like, what exactly 3/4 strategy is all about? You know what I personally believe is, if you want to score 60 plus in any exam, you want to score 60 plus. If at all you want to score 60 plus in any exam, what is sufficient? 60 plus if you want to score. If you attempt 80 plus marks, that is sufficient. You don't have to attempt 100 marks. It is enough if you are able to attempt 80 plus marks. In fact, on an average, most of the all India rankers, if you observe, they themselves attempt 90 marks of the paper. They on an average attempt only 90 marks of the paper in all the subjects average put together. If you attempt 80 marks, forget about rank. Can't you get a qualifying mark, 50 marks, 60 marks? Obviously. Whether you get 50, 60 out of 80 attempted depends upon the level of perfection. There are many students who attempted 100 marks of the paper and they scored only 12 marks. They scored only 19 marks. Why? They attempted for 100, right? Then why did they score only 12 or 19? It depends on perfection. The scoring, your ability to score more marks depends upon your perfection in the answer. Now fine. Why students are lacking in perfection? Why they are lacking in presenting perfect answers? Because of the huge volume of the syllabus, where they are unable to become perfect in every chapter. On the entire syllabus, look at the volume of the syllabus that we have. So students obviously cannot study 100% of the syllabus perfectly. That's why what we did, we have divided entire syllabus into 2 parts. If you see any subject, you see 3/4 chapters first priority, 1/4 chapters I call them as last priority. What is first priority? What is last priority? In every subject, no, at first you have to finish 3/4 chapters. Whatever we have shown in first priority, you have to finish them first. Whatever is there in the last priority, don't even touch. Don't even touch until you clear, until you complete, until you are commendable on 3/4 syllabus, until you are commendable on 3/4 syllabus, don't even touch the 1/4 topics. I will tell you, don't even dare to touch 1/4 topics until you become perfect, super perfect in 3/4 topics. In this way, you can reduce a lot of weightage. In this way, you can reduce a lot of syllabus burden on you. Literally, you can reduce a lot of syllabus burden. At first, what I want your mindset should be, assume that this is not there in your syllabus at all. This is not there in your syllabus at all. Assume that. Only 3/4 is in your syllabus. Only assume that. Finish them. 100% finish them. We reduce 30% syllabus here. 30% reduction. We reduce 30%, 1/3 syllabus indirectly, almost like 30%, 25 to 30%, 1/4 to 1/3 syllabus we reduced. Only 2/3 to 3/4 syllabus only you have to study hard. See how much volume of syllabus is reduced now. First become perfect in them. Same way, group 1 students, for example, you take GST. All these topics don't even touch until you are perfect in these topics. Tax, capital gains and TDS, don't even touch it until you are perfect in these topics. Then immediately other law, don't even touch this until you are perfect in these topics. Accounting also the same. But when you're watching the classes, for example, there are many students who have enrolled into our EVO Smart course, for example, or EVO regular course, and they are also following 3/4 strategy. Okay. While watching the classes, what I recommend, first finish 3/4 strategy related topic classes. First finish all of them. Do one revision thoroughly, immediately, solid revision you do. Then you watch classes of remaining 1/4 portion. At Sreshta, our classes are super productive. They are not like huge number of hours, no wastage in the class, nothing. We are straight to the point, directly discussion, very logical, clear explanation will be given in a precise manner, in a concise manner. You can see our classes hours. For example, I'll just open our website. For example, you go to our website, Shrestha for CA/CMA, open CA Inter, for example. You see, for example, EVO Smart, EVO Regular. For example, you see here, below I have given duration. You see, our regular class itself, full group 1, our regular class is approximately 350 hours. Whereas, Smart is only 290 hours approximately. Full group itself. By the way, right now you have 480 hours of time for JAN exams. Classes itself 100% with MCQs is 350. So technically, this is one more evidence that you still have sufficient time. I showed you 480 hours of time that is available to you, whereas here it is clearly shown 350 hours only, the full class duration of entire group 1, including case study MCQ discussion, 100% in-depth discussion. What is stopping you then? You have enough time. Okay, and that too, one more thing, if at all you are only focusing on 3/4 syllabus, not even 350 hours, it is less than 260 or 270 hours. Literally you have 480 hours, and one group 3/4 syllabus related classes is 260 hours. You have time to study another 200 hours. You can afresh, and from the scratch afresh, you can start watching the class and even do revision also. You have enough time. This is one more evidence. Trust me guys, believe in yourself, forget about the result, don't even think about the result, start studying, stop worrying, start studying immediately, don't waste time, don't think about will it work, it will work only when you start working. If you want it to work, if you wanted to make it for JAN exams, you have to work for JAN exams. Nothing gonna stop you. Only you, your own attitude, your own belief system is stopping you. Expand your belief system, trust yourself, you can really do well. So look at this. For example, same way, group 2, 320 hours, 100% syllabus with MCQs, case study based discussions. And if it is smart plan, without MCQs, without additional question solving, 270 only, where 100% of the ICA syllabus will be covered, ICA illustrations will be covered, TYK problems will be covered, 100%, 270. If you take only 3/4 syllabus, 220 hours. So much time is there. Only your willpower is required. You should trust it. Trust in the process. Stop thinking about the result. Now, so I spoke about what exactly the 3/4 strategy and 1/4 strategy. Implement this strategy. Blindly believe us. You go and see JAN exam paper. For sure you will attempt minimum 85 to 90 marks in each paper, no matter how tough it is, how hard it is going to be. You will be able to attempt minimum 85 to 90 marks of the paper in coming JAN exam. I'm challenging, I'm keeping this video. You can save this video and then come back and show me after JAN exams. Even if it is the worst, toughest paper in the industry, toughest paper at all till date, still you can attempt 80 marks of the paper with this strategy. And if you can attempt 80 marks of the paper with perfection, guess what? You can score 70 plus marks. Yes, you can score 70 plus. It depends on perfection. Again, I'm telling you. On All India ranker, he attempted 100 marks in accounts paper and he scored 98. Can't you score 70 out of 80? My straight answer. Can't you score 70 out of 80 when he is scoring 98 out of 100? There is the answer. There are students in CA final, AFM paper, 100 on 100 they scored. How did they score? Perfection. So you practice for perfection, prepare perfectly, become commandable in the concepts, become commandable in the problems. Naturally you get 60 plus easily just by attempting 80 marks of the paper. That's it. So this is 3/4 strategy is all about. I hope you implement this and comment below whether you are going to implement it. And one more thing, next 3 days, take a challenge, study hard for the next 3 days. Automatically you get motivation. Yeah, I know right now you're not feeling motivated to study, but study first. 3 days, straight 3 days, no excuses, nothing. Study hard for next 3 days, 8 to 10 hours. You get motivated, you feel motivated, you get the motivation, you continue the journey for the next 40 days. This 3 days is what is required. Your 3 days focused attention, your focus, your energy, this 3 days is what is ultimately required from you. That's it. Okay, so take care, all the very best.